The purpose of this tutorial is to walk you through the basic steps in setting up your first ePortfolio through Digication. So let's jump right in. To avoid any potential technical issues, make sure that you are using Google Chrome when managing your ePortfolio, as this is the recommended browser. To navigate to UNCW's ePortfolio website, type in uncw.digication.com. This will bring you to the general UNCW ePortfolio login page. To access your ePortfolio homepage, type in your complete UNCW email address and your associated UNCW password, the same email password combination you use to access your university email account. This will bring you to your Digication dashboard. To create a new ePortfolio, click on the plus icon. You will be prompted to enter a title for an ePortfolio and select a template. For now, select the faculty template. First, let's walk through all of the visible icons on your landing page so that you are familiar with the general options available to you. In the upper left-hand corner, you will notice an orange D for Digication. If you allow your cursor to hover over this D, a variety of navigational icons will appear below. If you allow your cursor to hover over each of these icons, you will be able to see where each of them will take you, such as your dashboard, your calendar, and so forth. If you'd like, take a few moments to pause this tutorial and click through some of these icons. Next, as we move across the top of the page, you will notice a very important toggle switch that moves you between edit mode and published mode. Edit mode allows you to create and make changes to your ePortfolio, while published mode allows you to view it from the perspective of the outside community. If you just created your ePortfolio, you will not be able to access published mode, as you haven't published any of your pages yet. To publish a page, all you need to do is slide over to the Publish tab and click on Publish this page. As of right now, the interface will not allow you to publish your entire ePortfolio with one click. However, that feature will be available in the near future. For now, you will need to publish page by page. For example, we are currently on the Home tab of this sample ePortfolio. If I were to publish this page, I would then be given the option to toggle into Publish mode, and as you can see, only the home page is visible. It's important to note here that publishing a page does not necessarily make it visible to anyone and everyone. You can control who sees your published ePortfolio by clicking on the settings icon in the top right-hand corner. Here, you are able to change the name of your ePortfolio and control who can see it. Also within this tab is the option to delete your ePortfolio. Please note that this completely and permanently erases your entire ePortfolio, so only use this option if you want to begin from scratch. That covers all of the basic setting options available to you. Next, we will move into generating and managing content. To avoid any potential confusion when managing your ePortfolio, it's really important to know up front that Digication operates using slides and modules. Simply put, slides are separate spaces in which you can place multiple types of content. Each of your pre-populated tabs on your template are slides. Modules, on the other hand, are individual pieces of content that you place within a slide. This seems confusing at first because these slides and modules aren't labeled. You can find them by clicking around, but it will save you a lot of time and frustration if you know that they're there from the beginning. Also, if you are just starting out on your ePortfolio, I would avoid creating new slides, since you can add an indefinite number of content modules, such as text, images, files, documents, and so forth, to each of your pre-existing slides. There really isn't a reason to add new ones, and having numerous slides on a single page is confusing and cumbersome. Moving forward, each tab or page of your ePortfolio will come with two slides that have been generated for you. First, you have the background slide, here containing an image module, a photo of the UNCW clock tower, and a rich text module containing a prompt for what you may want to include on this page. So essentially everything you see down here. To edit the entire slide, you simply click on this settings icon towards the upper right-hand corner. This will allow you to change the image or to replace the image with a solid color background. Of course, you also have the option to delete your background slide entirely and build one from scratch. To edit the rich text module within this slide, simply click anywhere around the text and an options bar will appear. The pencil icon on the far left will allow you to make text edits. Not only can you type your own paragraph or paragraphs here, but you can also change the style of individual words and phrases by simply highlighting the particular text you want to edit. Next, you click on the settings icon to the right. This will allow you to make changes to the quality of the text, such as font style, size, color, and orientation. This next icon allows you to reposition the entire module within this slide. Simply click and hold this icon and drag it to your desired position. Lastly, you have the option to delete this module entirely. You can also add content to this or any slide by clicking on the plus icon in the bottom right-hand corner. This opens up a page with a variety of different content types. For now, I would focus just on these options listed at the top. As you become more familiar with the interface, you can experiment with some of the other content options listed below. However, please note that some of these options aren't available yet, so don't be surprised if you click on one of them and you get an alert message. With each new content module that you add, all of the settings function the same way. The most important slide of your entire ePortfolio is your tab slide. This slide is present on each page of your ePortfolio and provides the organizational structure. It's important to take some time and consider what types of tabs will be important to you in conveying the purpose of this particular ePortfolio. To edit your tab bar, you simply click in its general vicinity, making sure you aren't clicking directly on one of your tabs. This will, once again, bring up the options bar. Clicking on the pencil icon will allow you to change the content and organization of your tab bar. You can change the names of the pre-existing tabs, you can reorganize your tabs, or you can add or delete tabs. You can also use this space to create subtabs that allow you to organize your pages more precisely. You do this by placing your desired subtab directly underneath the main tab and sliding it slightly to the right. For example, I don't think I need my About Me to have an entire page to itself. I think I'd rather have it as a subpage of my home page. So I would simply drag it slightly to the right. I then click on Save Changes, and it will then appear as a subpage when I hover over my Home tab. Remember, once you make changes to each of your pages, you will then need to click on Publish this page for these changes to become visible to an outside community. Lastly, to change the size of any of your slides, navigate to the bottom right-hand corner of that slide where you will see a tiny corner icon. Click and hold this icon to expand or condense the size of your slide. This covers all of the basic instructions for setting up your first ePortfolio. Keep an eye out for future tutorials that will cover topics such as advanced customization techniques and how to use ePortfolios for assessment purposes. If you have any questions, please contact Beverly McGuire at mcguireb@uncw.edu.